Good morning, comrades! Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back here at our beloved Nürburgring, to be precise, at Green Hell Driving Days. Today is Saturday, the same day that this video is shot and also published, so extra kudos in the comments, please. Now, on a serious note, yesterday BMW has posted another Nürburgring Lap Time, this time with BMW M3 Touring. Many of you have messaged me asking to share my thoughts and opinion, and this is what we're going to do today. But first, in case you missed it, watch the video first, and if you already have seen it, skip it to the part where we're gonna talk about it. right, now, first of all, let me tell you that this is an amazing achievement by BMW and also by BMW marketing department, because I really love how they portrayed this whole journey of the M3 Touring development, this whole involvement on the Nürburgring. It was not this traditional, like, you know, nonsense bullshit that you see everywhere else, like some silly carousel shots. No, actually things that a mainstream person would see and understand and appreciate, but also someone from the Nürburgring who would really see that and like, yes, what you guys are doing makes sense and it's actually cool to see that. So thumbs up for that. Now, on the other hand, there are a couple of things that I want to say about its lap time. I made a couple of notes which are very important. First of all, when it comes to documentary, there's a very important point I want to mention, apart from the general praise that I did. They showed exactly how it is done, so that the notary is being involved to show how lap timing is done, that Nürburgring themselves were also involved regarding the trademark of the logo. And most important thing actually, however, is that for the first time we see that TÜV, the German institution that checks out all the road legality of the cars and the road worthiness, was involved to see that the car is actually street legal and that everything that is being shown there is an actual car. Now, people from the Nürburgring who actually work for the company, not locals here, have told me that this had to do with the fact that in the past we, by meaning me and Robert and well, some others, have brought up some questions regarding some other car models. And when we made those questions, the other manufacturers asked the Nürburgring, like, hold on a second, what the hell is happening there? Why is this full-blown race car running there and trying to claim to be a production spec car? After which, Nürburgring made sure that TÜV, the TÜV, this institution, would get involved and would come and scrutinize the car in detail to make sure that this is actually a production spec car, not just some converted race car with some mods that should not be there in the first place. So this is actually a very nice Easter egg that we see in this video. So again, nice job by BMW. Now moving on to the actual couple of points. I want to say that I have not much to comment about the lap time itself and about the lap, only that it is actually done very well. The car has been driven on its absolute limit and it's an amazing performance. The car has done 7 minutes 30, Sport Auto, 7 minutes 35, full lap. For the feature reference, we're only going to talk about Sport Auto lap times. And again, it is great. Now, important thing is that BMW is claiming that it is the fastest wagon or station or Avant or whatever it is out there on the Nürburgring. Now, the thing is, yes, this is true, but the reason for that is that no one else so far has ran a station or an Avant on the Nürburgring. By doing so, I think they may have opened the Pandora's box, because that when next time Porsche is going to run GT3 RS 992 Gen, they're probably going to unleash the Panamera there and say like, well, this is what Panamera Gran Turismo can do. Or alternatively, AMG. I don't think RS6 will be able to claim any lap time, it's too heavy, but it's on one hand, it's also very interesting. Hopefully it is actually going to encourage more battle of the Avants. What we do see, I mean, just a quick note, the record times are being divided in different classes. You can find them also on the Nürburgring sites, like compact cars, mid-range cars, executive cars. In mid-range cars, we now see BMW M4 CSL having the fastest lap time. We're going to get back to CSL later on, which is very important. But we don't see M3 Touring yet, because then again, there is no class for Avants. This is just a thing. Now, speaking of the CSL, in the past, I already told you that when the CSL lap time was published, it didn't look that on the limit or that fast. It looked that the car had a lot more in it. Whereas when we compare the M3 Touring, the video, the lap video, that is being pushed to the absolute limit. And it's only 15 seconds slower, or CSL is only 15 seconds faster, being more track-focused car, less heavy, rear-wheel drive, better aerodynamics, also Cup 2R tires. It's something what I said already in the past. And when the M4 CSL video came out and lap time, I compared it to the lap time that Christian Gebhardt from Sport Auto did, where he did with a normal M4 competition, he did 7:30, which is similar time as a Touring, and 7:28 with the M4 X-Drive version. And I said back then that usually the drivers, professional drivers, factory drivers, because they have so much more practice time, they can do a lot more faster time, which brought my question, well, the lap time of M4 CSL in questioning that like it should have gone faster. Whereas now, again, it brings it into questioning why a professional driver is doing similar time with a lesser car. It puts things into perspective. So those are my 2 cents. It's not that M3 Touring is bad, it's really good, but again, it raises more questions with the M4 CSL. Finally, since we're still talking about CSL, because M3 Touring again is really awesome and what it did, a couple of days ago, someone messaged me because I finished my video about M4 CSL saying hopefully we'll get to drive it on the Nürburgring. Someone emailed me saying I have one on pre-order. Once it comes here, we're gonna go for a lap. You can drive it. To which I said yes. And then a few days later, the same person emailed me again with some sad news. And I want to share it with you and actually ask some of the CSL customers if this is true. And if it's true, it's actually quite sad. Well, he said that CSL is currently a bit up in the air. BMW cancelled all the orders that came through the dealers because they did not have any single car left to sell, because after they did the announcement, they gave out all the cars pretty much to influencers, fancy people who would get the car, and the other cars that they promised to dealers that people would order through dealers got cancelled. Dealers are pissed at BMW, some people internally at BMW pissed at also other people at BMW. Now, this is something that I have from a trustworthy source as a customer, and I want to hear from you, any of you guys, if this is actually true. Because if that's the case, that's a fucked up situation. So hopefully it can get cleared up. Hopefully we will not get any similar situation with M3 Touring, because that would be an utter bullshit. But that's all I had to say. Some interesting developments. I'm saying that M3 Touring is a great time. Speaking of which, forgot to mention, I was there and I predicted the lap time. I measured it up to a second, exactly 7:30 Sport Auto, that you could see in my Instagram post, which should give you an encouragement to follow me on Instagram and TikTok and other platforms where I post your short news on my social media pages. I think that's pretty much it. Let me know what you think about the car. It's going to get unveiled next week during the Goodwood Festival. I know all the fancy, important YouTubers, influencers, lifestyle bloggers and everything shot a walk-around video, etc. About it many weeks ago. So we will see internet getting flooded with that. And that's all I have to say. So again, hopefully some of you guys have one on pre-order. We can go for a lap here to see how great it actually is. Fully loaded with 5 people, maybe a few dogs as well. No. For a fast lap, we keep dogs off the track. They can be next to the track. I start talking nonsense. This means I have to say thank you for watching this video. And again, let me know what you think of it. Have a good day. And if you're still contemplating, come tomorrow to Green Hell Driving Days. It may look busy, but the track is empty. So see you then. Bye-bye.